Hello, on another episode of the Convo Guy podcast. Today I have a guest, Regina. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're going to start with some introductory questions. Where are you from?
So I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital.
Tell me about your culture.
My culture, so I consider myself to be a part of a few different cultures. Liberian, American culture, of course, Black American culture. Being from DC, all of those have shaped who I am, mostly being from DC and mostly being Liberian, those are the two that are most important to me, that I love.
So you would classify yourself as being from different cultures, but what's a culture that accepts you more than the other cultures that you described?
I would say Black American culture, just Black cultures overall, just because I get along easily with all types of Black people. So yeah, I would say that as a whole.
Okay. You're the first person I've had on the podcast that's of Liberia ethnicity, so we're going to tap more into that for the rest of the questions. What are foods that are common in your culture?
So I actually just had some pepper soup with fried fish, rice. We do a lot of stews, soups with fufu, which is like mashed plantain or mashed yuca, or I forgot the other one. But yes, it will be mashed up to a ball and then you eat it with the soup. I love like okra stew. I love different rices. We do a lot of stews with different greens in it, like potato leaf and collard green, spinach, things like that.
Okay. Where would you rank Liberia's jollof rice among the rest of the African continent?
Me personally, I think it's number one. I do like other cultures' jollof, but I think I'm a bit biased to say that our jollof is the best.
Okay. What are some pros about your culture?
Definitely the identity behind it. I think for a lot of Liberian people, they're very proud to be Liberian. I think the sense of community, when it's there, and it's very strong, filled with lots of love. And I think also the different languages and how we move throughout the world, I think is very unique. Even for like our accent, for example, is a very unique accent that people don't hear all the time. So yeah.
What are some cons about your culture?
I mean, like any culture, competition can come up. Pride can get in the way of loving another human being. So yeah, someone can end up not feeling that sense of community while they're part of the culture.
Describe a famous quote from your nation.
Couldn't tell you that.
Okay.
From Liberia or from here?
From Liberia.
Can tell you that.
If you had a clone that took care of your necessities, what are you doing with your free time?
Sleeping more. I would exercise twice as much as I do already. And I would say I would have multiple jobs, not just two jobs. Just have like maybe 4 or 5.
But let's say this clone just took care of like any financial responsibilities that you ever needed to do, like in the free time you had, the unlimited free time you have, what are you doing with it?
I would have my clones stay here, and then I do a lot of traveling because I have different people that I'm close with who are all around the country, and I would love to go see them and just spend days at a time there with them.
List your passions and explain why they are important to you.
I think my passions are very much aligned with the 2 careers that I've chosen. So I am a social worker and a minister. I love theology. I love ministry. I love working for the people of God as a person of God. And I love being a social worker, being one who can provide resources, help, empathy, encouragement, all of these things to whoever needs it.
What are some things you feel like you cannot live without?
Definitely can't live without my relationship to God. I know it sounds cliche, being that I'm Christian, but yes, can't live without my relationship with God. People around me who support me and uplift me, making sure that I'm good. Can't live without good, healthy food, access to healthy food, physically and yeah, and my own space, my own time to decompress and be by myself because I can be very extroverted. So having somewhere to just be me by myself is essential.
The older we get, the wiser we become. What is a wave you realize you should have been on?
This one is a tricky one. Immediately, what popped into my head is how everyone became, well, a lot of people became like TikTok famous or social media famous during the pandemic, and they're reaping the financial benefits of them by just having danced online. And I missed out on that opportunity. We here now, paying bills. But yeah, that would be the only thing.
What are some things you feel like you cannot teach people? Like me, for example, I feel like you can't teach someone morals. And another thing, I feel like you can't teach someone self-awareness. Those things, I feel like that person just has to, like, you just can't teach. They just have to know.
That's a little difficult for me to answer. I think anything, I think maybe teaching someone how to be teachable, maybe that's most difficult. I feel like you can be taught anything. Well, I think you can be taught anything, but it just is a matter of time, whether or not you're willing to listen and be taught it. Yeah.
Regina, thank you for this introduction.